What's a good solution for file tagging in Linux? I've been looking for a way to tag my files and search/filter them based on those tags. Here are my updated requirements. Any file readable by the user can be tagged freely. The user can search for files matching one or several tags. Files can be moved around without losing the previously associated tags. The system could be backed up easily. No dependencies on any desktop environment. If any GUI is involved, there must be a CLI fallback. I've been hoping for some basic file system and AMP core utils hackery to handle this, but I haven't thought about this hard enough yet. Meanwhile, I'll review Beagle and MetaTracker, which have been mentioned here, and see how they perform. Okay, so Beagle has huge GNOME dependencies, and Tracker is okayish, but still has some dependencies I don't like. Been doing some more research, and the way to go could very well be extended file attributes. That's a native solution for most recent file systems, but they aren't very well supported yet. Most core utils destroys them by default. CP, for example, needs the A flag to preserve them. Would like to hear some thoughts on using them while I try my hand at some hacks myself, even though this might warrant a new question.
It's not clear what kind of searching you want. If you want it to work anywhere in Unix, rather than just your home directory, and you only want to do pathname-based searches, the following scheme is workable, with a little bit of shell hackery, and using the standard lockertag. Each directory that contains at least one tag file needs a standard subdirectory, say, .path tags. Each file in the directory $file with link $tag, which should not contain the char underscore, has a link, $tag underscore $file and gt, /$file. I leave the details of the locate tag script to you. It should be a 2 or 3 liner, using only the locate command and shell hackery. If you're interested, I could write one. Some of the Cadet chaps talked about this sort of scheme for metadata, although I don't recall the details. It should also be possible to do more sophisticated, content examining tests based on the scheme, with a similar script wrapped around find. Thoughts on updated requirements? Any file readable by the user can be tagged freely. Yes, should be no problem. A user can search for files matching one or several tags. Likewise, files can be moved around without losing the previously associated tags. The directories they inhabit can be freely moved about, but if the file is moved from the directory, we are in trouble. If the tags took the form $tag underscore $inode underscore $file, and we have an efficient way to find which paths have a given inode, then we can do this, losing tags only if we move out of file systems. Copying files might make some trouble, and this is clearly more complicated than my original suggestion. The system could be backed up easily, not essentially difficult. No dependencies on any desktop environment, none. If any GUI is involved, there must be a CLI fallback. That's where we live. Postscript. The reverse inode lookup file described by the link 2 you showed me in your answer to 1 can be used to give some additional infrastructure. We can run a service on the reverse lookup file, which checks that each inode given in the file name of a tag matches the inode of the file. If any, the tag points to. If there is no match, then the required surgery can be performed. Does the inode still exist? Where is it? And the reverse lookup file being either mutated or regenerated, and the tag symlinks being updated. I anticipate one tricky case. What if the tag file is not where the tags say it should be? The reverse lookup file says it still exists, But the prodigal file is not where the lookup file says it is, the lookup file being out of date. There are a few ways to handle this case, none obviously ideal. Apart from this whole task seems to be the kind of thing Perl is well suited to.
I've just released an alpha of my new program that attempts to provide this functionality. It currently meets some, but not all, of your requirements. It may be of interest to you anyway. It provides a command line tool for tagging in a virtual file system for browsing, where tags are represented by directories. This URL. Any file readable by the user can be tagged freely. Yes. A user can search for files matching one or several tags. Yes. Either via the command line tool or by browsing the tag directories in the virtual file system. Files can be moved around without losing the previously associated tags. No. However, the application stores fingerprints of the files tagged, which are used to help identify moved files. A repair command is provided that will update the paths of moved files. Obviously, this mechanism breaks down if a file is both moved and modified. The system could be backed up easily. Yes. It's a simple SQLite 3 database file. No dependencies on any desktop environment. Yes. No dependencies, and as it can be run as a virtual file system, it is available to peruse as a file system in any program that supports symbolic links. If any GUI is involved, there must be a CLI fallback. No GUI at present.
Nobody mentioned, but you definitely should look at extended file system attributes. X4, for example, has them. There are tools getFeature and setFeature to deal with them. Of course, you will have to write some shell scripts to search for files tagged with some tag. Regarding mentioned questions, all the answers are yes. You should only take into account that it's dependent on file system.
Surprised that nobody has mentioned tag spaces. It meets all your requirements because tags are stored in the file name and tag spaces is cross-platform.
Puzzle2.